it was going to be a breathing practice today. We're going to be exploring a meditation practice instead, focused on compassion. I think, sort of with everything that's been going on in the last couple of days, I think it'd be a good one to do. Certainly been receiving a few messages of confusion and frustration, often sometimes even anger about the current goings on over in America. So yeah, I think compassion, good morning, would be a good place to start. So get yourselves comfortable. I'm sure you already are. I think that why I say that, it's just like a force of habit, but it's always a nice reminder to get ourselves comfortable. And just start by taking a few slow, deep breaths. And just trying to bring as much attention to those breaths as we can. So we're breathing in and just acknowledging the breath. And that acknowledgement is just that recognizing the movement, the sensations that are created out of that movement. So you're just watching it flow in, watching it flow out. And after those 3 deep breaths, just allowing yourself to go back to that normal rhythm again. But yet still bringing a little bit of that gentle attention onto that movement. Just watching the flow, watching it move into and out of the body. So I'm going to start with a little motivation as well. Now your motivation right now might be just to send out some compassion to all those that need it themselves at the moment. So maybe it's just for yourself. And just that wish to maybe connect, maybe imagine sending them some kindness. And even just now, can we just bring even a little bit of acceptance to how we might be feeling about things? Now that maybe we've got a sense of frustration, a sense of confusion. Accepting maybe at the moment we're just not feeling completely comfortable with what's going on across the world. And even just holding a little bit of that space for ourselves. And by that space I mean just being a bit patient, a little bit of understanding and acceptance. And if it feels a little intense at the moment, even just guiding some of that attention back onto the movement of our breath and just watching it flow. Now, right now, wherever you are, you may feel like you're unable to do anything, unable to help. Maybe you don't feel like what you're doing is good enough to help sort of the global community with regards to sort of stamping out racism and prejudice. And so the wise words of a wonderful teacher, he just said, if you could be anything, be kind. And that's something that we can start to practice every day. And that kindness helps meet the world, not with anxiety, but with a sense of openness, a real sense of connection. And it role models for our children, our colleagues, our family, friends, on how we should really treat each other. Racism and injustices like this, I think stem even further into bullying and harassment. And that is rife as well. And so through the rest of this compassion focus, we're going to be bringing some attention to people that you know in particular that just may be struggling with these types of injustices, maybe previously. But starting with ourselves. And what I want you to do, I just want you to imagine someone that loves you more than everything, just stood behind you or sat next to you. And throughout this practice, they're going to be sharing the gift of love and compassion throughout. And I just want you to imagine them being there with you and connecting with you. Like I've said, I like imagining this person just placing their hand on my shoulder, just stood behind me as I sat. And just reminding you that we're in this together. That the hope for peace is not some sort of utopian belief, that it could become a reality. But the only way it can do starts right now with you becoming the change that you'd like to see most in this world. And this loved one's just reminding you that this is the time for strength. And so maybe even saying, may you be strong, and hearing them using your name. I'm going to use one of the Buddhist texts, which is, may you choose right action. May you be strong. Just hearing this person, this loved one, just reminding you of that strength, that resource that you have, and accessible all the time. And then even just reminding yourself, just saying to yourself, may I be strong. May I be compassionate. May I always choose the right action here. And just trying to allow this to touch your heart. That thing that beats for justice, that craves for compassion and connection. Maybe at the moment you're just feeling a little anxious and all you're needing is just a bit of space, and just reminding yourself of what you need right now. Just may I have some space. May I be happy. May I be healthy. Whatever you feel you need, just reminding yourself. And maybe even reminding yourself just how strong the human spirit is, beyond anything and everything that we can comprehend. And now just bringing some gentle attention. I just want you to get a sense of the movement of the breath again. Just watching the flow, the movement into and out of the body. And maybe you feel your heart's a little bigger today, or feels a little bigger in your chest. And maybe you don't, and that's okay. You're just watching the movement of your breath at the moment. And just letting that breath settle any mind movement. Now I want you just to bring to mind someone you know that you feel has had some form of injustice. Some form of prejudice. Maybe just know that they're maybe not always treated right by society. I just want you to create a bit of space in your heart just to allow this person into your practice. Maybe you don't know them so well. Maybe they're as close as your mother or father, brother or sister, children. And if you don't know of anyone right now, just bringing in anyone in particular that you just feel might be struggling at the moment, someone close. I just want you to imagine them maybe sat with you, lay down next to you. And it might even be nice just to sort of imagine yourself just putting your arm around them. And imagine connecting from the heart. just like you, they may be struggling during this time. Maybe they're a little anxious. And maybe you can recognize the commonness within you both. Just connecting with them. And as you connect with them, just offering them some kind statements. Maybe it's just, may you be strong. May you recognize your strength. May you be happy. May you be healthy. And connecting with them. And you're just repeating these phrases, just gently and kindly, maybe every couple of breaths. Just with whatever you feel they need. May you feel joy. May injustice never happen to you ever again. All this starts with hope. There's nothing wrong with hoping for the best. Just connecting with them and sending this gift of kindness. And then bringing some attention back to you. And just watching your breath again. Maybe even reminding yourself of that loved one that's with you right now. Reminding you of just how strong you are. Just how kind you are. Just how loved you are. And now from this big old heart that's beating in the middle of your chest, I want you to imagine sort of this bright light beginning to build and build and build. With every breath just getting stronger and stronger and brighter and brighter. Shining the light of compassion for all those to see, just growing within your room like a beacon. This light just can't stay in the room you're in and bursts out and starts lighting up all the streets, the homes, all the hospitals, all these lights from all over this world, shining brightly in their homes across this globe, lighting the path for others, for compassion, until you're imagining this light is connected and covering the whole globe, finding all those that need it the most, in particular all those people who are struggling with injustices, these bullying tactics that just need to stop today. And again, there's nothing wrong with hoping that. You're not trying to create a utopia, you're just trying to create a sense of equality. And as this light is connected all across the globe, you're just sending out some messages to the people that need it the most. Maybe it's just around strength. You're just wishing them all to find that strength, to connect and come together. And just saying, may you be strong, or may we be strong. May we be kind in these moments. May we recognize that hate never drives out hate. It's only love that can do that. You're just repeating whatever phrase you feel you need as you connect with all these people across the globe. This bright light shining the way. Starting right now just from your home. And the hope of justice for all. And it's okay to feel a bit of emotion, not getting lost into it. Feel that common humanity, the sense of connection, and connected with compassion. And so now just letting go of any images, any phrases, and just where you are, just bringing some attention back onto your breath again, watching the movement of that breath. And remembering any time we get swept up in emotion, getting swept up in that sort of disruptive state, which can often get us to make poor, irrational decisions. I'll just re-echo those words, hate doesn't drive out hate. Only love can do that. And even if it's too much to go around all moments at all days, which is too much for anyone, you're just doing your best, starting with the people that are closest. teaching them and showing them how we should treat each other. It's a wonderful gift. And just watching your breath, that's all we're doing, just watching the movement and the flow of our breath. And then as you begin to open up your eyes, getting a sense of you sat, lay down wherever you are. Now compassion takes action. And that means going on from where you are now and taking that into this wonderful world, often confusing and frustrating, that we live in. There's no point just imagining it. We have to bring it to life. And just recognizing that we are truly a part of something that's so much bigger. But at the core of it is this compassionate action, the desire to see change, to ease people's suffering. Trying not to get too much caught up in it because it can stimulate stress. You know, it is motivating you to do it, but often sometimes the motivation can be skewed because our rational mind is just not fully engaged at that point in time. And just remembering right action, you know, is what I'm saying, is how I'm acting truly the right action here? And bringing that attention back to the heart. You know, it's just a simple bring. You're going to stuff up all the time. I still do. You know, not saying that I'm any sort of guru, but you know, I practice this every day and I still make mistakes. And the mistakes are okay as long as we become fallible, as long as we own up to our mistakes. Okay, so hope you enjoyed that. I'm not sure if you can still see and hear me. I hope you can. All right, well, thank you all very much. And have a wonderful rest of your day.